We are live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yay!
Yay.
Shout out to everyone is here, and let's comment where you're from or where you're hanging out today.
Woohoo! I wondered if we would see people. There are people on here. Yay!
Okay.
Are you live? Are we live in your kitchen right now? Is that what?
Oh, whoa!
Sorry.
Hold on. Turn the volume down.
We have the iPads so we
The
can read your
iPads
comments.
are so we can read your live comments and answer any questions. Let's just introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
My name's Emily.
I'm Katie.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Mom, Nettie.
We're
Nettie
Primrose
Mom.
Cottage Quilts and Stitches. We are an online quilting and cross-stitching store. This is our YouTube channel, so welcome if you're new, welcome if you're return, and we're excited you're here to just hang out with us. So.
Yeah. And we are in a different location.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is not like the new space, but we're at Lindsay's house because it's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving,
we
and
wanted to-
honestly, our office looks like something.
bomb
A bomb went off.
A tornado went through there, and there was no way we were filming in there.
Yeah.
So
I think this worked out great.
I
Yeah.
do too, and
Hopefully it's not too echoey.
Oh yeah,
I thought of that because
It's a hard floor.
it's hard. It's tight. Like I don't have carpet in my house, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop a like.
Oh, Marianne, she's in St. George for the holiday.
What?
Oh.
Wow, we are going to be working the rest
All
of the
weekend,
week. You should come
so-
say hi.
Happy Thanksgiving from snowy. It's snowing in Idaho.
Oh, lucky you.
I believe it.
So today, instead of our normal floss tube, we decided to do a sit and stitch where we're just cross stitching and chatting, and
Yep.
we do have a few things to talk about like before that, but
Yeah.
we just want to enjoy sitting with you guys, our friends, and stitching. I hope you guys are stitching with us or sewing, whatever you're doing, or maybe you're baking your pies or rolls, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not baking anything, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about Thanksgiving and what they have. Like,
yeah.
let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, yes, for sure. So I think, first of all, we're just going to start by saying what each of us, we are stitching while we're sitting. So Emily, do you want to start?
I am stitching our Christmas alphabet by Primrose Cottage.
Here.
And I am doing my own color conversion. And my Christmas is black and white, so I'm doing mine black, white, and a little touch of red and green in there. And that's what I'm stitching on. I can show you my progress, I guess. I think this is Mushroom 28.
Yeah, that looks
That's my progress, my nourish hoop.
very good.
Yep. Awesome. All right, Katie.
So I just started this morning. I'm doing Christmas Quaker, which, by the way, if you got our newsletter, we released this as a PDF. So be sure and get that if you want to, if you wanted a PDF. And I'm actually doing everything called for. I just had the sip and stitch mailed to me as well. And I was like, just send me the whole kit because I want everything in it. And I'm stitching, the Quakers. I have the autumn one and I'm stitching all of them. So that's where I'm at.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I am stitching Heart and Hand, or not Heart and Hand, Hands on Design, Pierre Noel. This is a new chart that she released just barely.
And we were able to restock that.
So this is what I'm stitching. And I'm using our floss pack that I curated for our family exchange. So I'm not stitching it. It looks like she stitched it on chalkboard and there's like some blue in there and everything. So I completely changed the colors. Here's my start. And I'm stitching it. I think I'm stitching on mushroom as well.
No,
That's
that's
darker.
darker.
Look at that
That's
green.
32.
And this is
It's
mushroom.
so beautiful, isn't it?
I love that green.
That's darker.
Yours is darker than mine.
So
Mine's
it
mushroom.
might
Yours is a
be-
32.
That is not 32.
That looks like
28 light
That's like a
taupe.
taupe or something. Yeah.
I think it might
Oh.
be 28 light taupe.
I think you're right.
You guys are so funny.
Mom, what are you working on?
First off, I just want to say hi, Kathy. It's great to see you and see you here.
Yeah.
Oh, like Kathy?
No, it was. I have a best friend, Kathy, but I like all Kathys. I have a lot of really good friends that are named Kathy.
Nice.
I can't.
Okay.
I don't remember where I seen it, but anyway, I when I do these things, I have to just do fill-ins. I can't concentrate and count.
I'm so worried about my counting
And
skills.
so
while we do
I'm just
this.
working, and I've showed this on our. Can they see it?
Yes, Frosty Forest.
The Frosty Forest, and I'm just doing my white fill-in and stuff because I don't have to count. I can just sit here and visit and talk. Oh, hi Sue. My sisters just jumped on.
Brayden!
My son is on. Hi, Brayden. I love you. He's up north.
Hey, I have to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I have
I
to tell
miss
you
you.
guys. That's my lucky boy. Whenever I would watch him when he was little, he was my little my blonde hair, blue-eyed boy. Does he still have blue eyes? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he's a stud, you guys.
Oh
my
my
son
gosh.
is a stud.
He
If
He
there's
is a stud muffin.
If there are any
He is
single,
so-
okay, you guys, he's almost 22,
Yeah.
and he wants a homestead. Okay, he is like wanting to live off of the land, and I'm telling you,
like, Mom, shut
he is buff. He is strong. He has gorgeous golden locks.
Yeah.
Okay, blue eyes.
No, seriously, he looks. I actually
He
was
looks like
bringing up
Thor.
a picture of him the other day, and I'm like, dude, he is like,
He's a cutie pie.
He
he's
is.
legit.
Yes,
man.
and you guys, my son like calls me almost daily, if not a couple times a day, and
That's awesome.
he like. I just love chatting with him, and we actually did Thanksgiving like 2 weekends ago, so I did get to see him. That was our Thanksgiving that we did with my husband's side of the family, and
Nice.
I'm so glad you're here, Brayden. I love you.
But anyway, I was gonna say, when he
Sorry.
was growing up and he'd come and stay, I always just said, you know, I was always like, "You're my lucky boy, aren't you? You're my lucky boy."
Yeah.
And so, even as he got older, I'd say, "Who are you?" And he'd say, "Grandma's lucky boy."
Yes, I do
Oh,
remember
that's
that.
so cute.
He's so sweet.
I used to change his diaper, so
Same.
Yeah.
Hey,
We all did.
yeah.
We all did. And, you know, a funny story, too, is I think this was probably around Thanksgiving time is when he was just a baby. We all went shopping, and we left him with the Grandpa Jim. And he's like, as long as his diaper's changed and everything, we're good. Well, as soon as we left, he had a blowout.
Sounds like it.
no, I like remember that
And
because it didn't happen just once.
I'm like, did we?
That's so funny.
Oh,
Are we
yeah.
embarrassing him? I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm
sorry,
sure.
Brayden.
He's
But
behind
that
the
was just
screen.
funny.
We love you.
Do you remember the Black Friday we took Sawyer with us as a baby?
Yes, I do.
Oh, and we had to buy an outfit.
He had a blowout.
Oh.
Sawyer was not even one or maybe two, maybe.
No,
And I think he was
I think
still
he was
one.
a baby.
He was an infant.
Yeah.
He was an
He was
infant.
an
It was-
infant.
yes.
It was the year
And
he
you
was
didn't
born.
bring any clothes or
No,
anything.
no, there was. She brought a couple of outfits. We
He-
went through every
we-
single one at the store.
Yes.
And we
We were in TJ Maxx. I want to say we were in TJ Maxx when you bought another outfit.
And
Had
we-
to buy another outfit.
we got up early and did Black
He
Friday
shopped with
shopping.
us all day.
He
as a
did,
baby.
and he went through every outfit.
Aw, poor Sawyer.
Oh my gosh.
Ah,
This
This
is
is
great
awesome.
fun. Walking down memory lane.
But yeah. Who is excited for Sip and Stitch?
Ooh.
Yes.
I am. I wish we could have had our something here with us today as we're sitting and stitching.
Our beverage container.
Yeah. I do.
Yesterday on the live Instagram, I kept calling it my drinking container, and I'm like, I wonder if people thought it was like my alcoholic.
Did you say
drinking
that on the live
container.
yesterday?
Yeah.
That's funny. I haven't watched that live yet.
Like, it's a drinking container. It's really, I just didn't want to say what kind of drinking containers in the sip and stitch.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But anyway, continue.
Oh, I thought we could show to those who don't know what it is. And I think I'm going to film a video for our Instagram and our Facebook group, which everything is linked in the bio. We have a Facebook group. We have our Instagrams. Is that it? Facebook and Instagram is like our main platforms.
Yeah.
And YouTube and our Etsy shop. And I wanted to show them the previous 2 sip and stitches. So it's not something you sign up for. It's first come, first serve. Can we see the folder between Emily and Katie? The folio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Christine,
I have mine too.
one of our besties.
Binding rainbows.
And it is
Does she still
I
sell
am
them?
not positive what
I
this
think
case is called.
She
Ashley?
does.
Is this the Ashley case?
This is the
Christine?
Ashley stitch case.
By Winding Rainbows.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
And it has a little tie here.
And
Mine, I can open it. I have.
I have all my stuff in here. Hang on.
So this is what mine looks like right now. This is our Christmas floss pack that we had, and I have a little charm that
Yes.
I made and put on there, and it zips. It has a pocket.
We got these for
The North Pole.
the North
Yeah.
Pole.
And then I've got floss. This is for our our mom sister stitch. I've got pockets here, and I have one here that has the surprise in it.
So
These
she
are the
actually,
best.
you guys, she sells the patterns to these in her shop, and she's having a sale, a Thanksgiving Day sale. So
Yeah.
head on over
Yeah.
to her shop and get your pattern
Why
and
no?
make one.
I- yeah.
seen that, and so I went over. I thought, oh, maybe she's got bags on sale.
And
thought,
I don't.
oh, buy a
This
bag.
was on the
It was
table
just
too.
a bag.
This
Oh,
is
we're-
from Robot
Do you know
Mom.
she's worked on those? We're gonna do a giveaway.
She was waiting for the trim. She needed to get some matching
Okay.
trim.
I
So
love this.
We sent a bunch of fabric, and we're gonna do Christmas ones in the Lulla Boutique. I sent.
Do we get one?
Yeah, I hope so. And we're gonna do some giveaways with Robot Mom.
So I just want to tell you what I put in here. I did have my needles. I only brought 2, which I need to shove this. Emily usually has a
Emily's is
million.
like Game of Thrones.
And yeah, we tease her. I think it's like Wolverine, okay?
It's my Wolverine
But
kit.
I had put my little unstitcher. This is just, I put it in here, and I had my little pair of scissors, and I just threw it in my bag to travel.
Back to the sip a stitch. So this, it's
You
not
get distracted.
sorry. It's not something that you subscribe. It's first come first serve. It's dropped in our Etsy shop. So my advice to you is set a timer.
Make sure you convert your time to mountain
your
time.
login ready for Etsy. That you're logged in, so you're not checking out as a guest. Like, get your login ready. Get your payment ready. You could bookmark our website on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. And this is just an example of the box. It's just a plain old box, but it's amazing. This
Amazing
is
inside.
Yeah, the inside is what counts.
So I found this when we were moving. Do you want to know what this is? This is the last sip and stitch from the Quaker, the honeybee Quaker.
I feel like
I
I'm going to get
found
hit in
one.
the face with this.
So we're gonna give this away. It's fully packaged. I found it laying around. And I'll show you what came in that one. So the honeybee Quaker was our first one this year. And Lindsay can talk about her design. So you get the cross stitch pattern, the floss, and the finishing. So the palm, the backing, and the wool came in that kit. This will come in your box.
Did you want to talk about that? You want to continue
I don't
to do
know.
that, or did you want to say anything about this?
That's your first
That was
Quaker.
my first Quaker. That was the introductory Quaker of the Quaker. It's gonna be the year of the Quaker. I'm just gonna put it out there. You guys, I don't know about you, but I have fallen in love with the Quaker, and I know we've talked about it before, but we've all seen those huge Quakers. And
I wonder
they're
if
very
that's a spammer. I wonder if I need to get on here.
You need to get on there. Yeah, we got a spammer happening. So I find that these Quakers that I've designed are very doable, and they're very satisfying because it's not this huge thing. Sorry, we're trying to get the spammer off. And Chocolate Girl? I think we have
Report.
2 spammers. So, what else am I supposed to say? I'm a little
It's fine.
I'm a little, what's the word?
Misinformation. We'll just do that.
That size Quaker is perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Because
do the chocolate girl.
I try and keep them around 80 by 80, and I'm just going to put it out there.
Oops.
There is one coming out very soon. A new one. And many more for next year.
Okay, I think I got the spammers off.
You got the
We're good.
spammer off? Okay, great. Thanks, Emmy.
Yep. So you got the full floss pack, the full finishing kit, your pattern, then this gorgeous mug Lindsay designed was the B one. Show that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And then a sticker pack, which I didn't have. So I have some of the stickers on my tray. If I want, so these are in our Amazon shop. There was a bee. Here's the bee sticker, and then
The tray's in the Amazon shop, not the bee stickers.
And then that sticker came in the pack, so we had a sticker pack. I don't have all the stickers on me. And
Someone
then-
is asking really quick, what is a Quaker? So Quakers started a long time ago.
In a land far, far
In
away.
a land far, far away, yes. And basically, they are just like, if you look at antique Quakers, they are just motifs that are stitched on one piece of cloth. Sometimes there was like
Alphabets.
border, like they would practice like their border. It could have letters, but honestly, it was just. It looked like they just remind me of something like in the old time when they did it. It was like, you know how like I doodle on paper. It's like they would just put the motifs in different places, and I just love the way it looks. So I know there's a better history, and you could probably look it up.
Yeah.
And I don't know the history as much as I probably should.
Yeah.
But
fine.
I love the fact that the shapes are, a lot of it is geometric. But a lot of the old Quakers have baskets in them, and animals, animal motifs. So anyway, continue.
We released our fall sip and stitch, which came with this tumbler, a floss pack to finish. This is an example of the finishing kit, and then the two patterns. Whoops, that's upside down.
Do we want to just?
Yeah, and I thought it would be, so you'll get your patterns, and then these were the 2 stitches that came in it.
And we have tutorials on how to finish the pillows on our YouTube.
So that's the example of like the autumn box. It came with a sticker pack too. So the Christmas one is coming. And that's
Christmas is coming, you
Yes.
and
guys.
Katie kind of, if you want to tell them the time and day and all that, like.
Okay, so we are releasing it on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And so, yes, definitely have everything ready. And if you do not know what Mountain Time, like what the time difference is, Mom has a great hack about that. Why don't you share the little hack you know, Mom?
I'm
So-
sorry, my nose.
So you're gonna go to your phone.
This is iPhone, so I'm not sure if it's the
I
same
don't
for
know if
others.
it's but I go to the little clock thing, and if you go to your clock thing, in the very bottom it says world clock. So you go world clock, and then you can type in, you hit the plus button, and you type in Utah, and it will tell you what, let's see, spell Utah, Nettie. Anyway, it will you type in the state you want, or the area you're in, and then it will come up and you hit add, and it will tell you the time zone. I have to use this clock when I order from a lot of you guys in the East Coast and stuff, because like it's just really weird to me that New York and Chicago is not on the same time zone, I believe, or you know, and different things. And so I'm constantly asking John, where are we? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So-
really quick, Valeria,
Thanks.
happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
thank
are
you.
Just a sweetheart. We appreciate
We hope to meet you
Like,
someday.
are you coming to Stitch West? Like, are we gonna meet you eventually?
And if not, where do you live? We'll fly out.
We'll just come to you.
We're always good for a good vacation.
And hi, Barbara. How are you? You're amazing, and we miss you. And are you coming to Stitch West? She came to our Florida retreat.
Yeah, she was there at Florida. Are you coming to Stitch West?
This Kathy asked me what me and John's doing to celebrate Thanksgiving. We're just having a nice quiet meal at the house. Just a real small little dinner or whatever that I've got cooking right now, and just enjoy really quiet, nice, and football, cross stitch.
Very nice.
And then later the girls are all going to come over and have pie.
I'm excited because
Yeah.
she said there's coconut cream, and that's one of my favorite pies.
And believe me, I didn't make any of it.
We were debating last night who made the pies.
Well,
Ashley's mom?
Well, the apple crisp pie. Me and Lindsay's Nell gal. I'm good friends with her mom, and she makes pies throughout the year, and she makes amazing pies. And so we're gonna try her apple crisp pie. And then I actually just bought the coconut cream pie. We have a local grocery store here. It's called Harmon's. I don't know if they're only at.
We were there last night, and I saw the coconut cream. I'm like, that's why I texted you. I'm like, do we need to bring a pie? Because I was going to buy that pie.
Believe me, when I went yesterday afternoon, and I threw my back out yesterday, and I waddled in there, and I looked at them, and I was like, oh, I could just take one of each of these pies, because they had like a key lime, a coconut.
I was eyeing the key lime and the coconut.
I know, and then I've tried their chocolate before, and it's amazing. And then I thought, there's only going to be this many. Do we really need all these pies?
No.
And so I just went with the two, and figured that was good.
Janelle, thank you so much.
Yes.
You are a sweetheart.
We've been missing you.
And she was in Florida
so
too.
sweet.
Will you be joining us at Stitch West?
Yeah.
She is actually. Is this our Janelle?
That is our Janelle.
Yes, that's our Janelle.
That is our Janelle. She's a heart.
I know that she's going to the Cocoa Beach one that I'm going to. So I'm so excited.
Yay! You guys will be
awesome.
able to see each other.
I'm so excited. I tell you what, I follow, we're friends on Facebook.
Nice.
And that girl, man, she has the life. She's
a traveler.
Which
she's
who is?
Janelle.
Janelle.
Isn't she a traveler?
She is always doing things. Her and
So
her
is
husband.
Barbara. I feel
Yes.
like Barbara, you're
Can we
traveling.
be part of your family?
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do you want to adopt us? Do you want to adopt us? It's fine.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I just like, holy cow.
Stitch West, when? That is in April in Utah.
Yeah.
Up in northern Utah, our home state. We all grew up in northern Utah. It's sold out, but you can try and get on the wait list.
Snug Harbor Crafts
Yep.
is the Instagram name. You can message them. I'm not sure how they're doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're in charge. So
We'll see. You guys are thinking of
Denise. But that's
Are we?
Oh, we know Denise too.
I know Denise too.
But we know
yeah.
Janelle. We love you, Janelle.
I can't wait to see our people in April because we haven't had anything since Florida. Well, I guess we had Nashville, but that's the
different.
shops. We haven't done a retreat. Our next retreat is April, so yes.
I'm going to apologize now if I accidentally stop you. I just started a new thread, and I like to have my threads really long.
And I was just looking at that. That is long, and I'm.
Someone just said
done.
I'm envious that Emily is stitching without glasses.
That's the good
All of you got your greedy glasses on.
She
you guys.
refuses, and I don't blame her because
It's ruined my
I
eyes.
think it has ruined my eyesight. When I
It has.
had a stitching break for a long time, my eyesight went back to what it should have been. I have now had to start using them again, and now I have to use my glasses when I look at my computer. And
I
I'm
won't do it. And
I'm like-
we did link Katie's glasses.
You guys,
they're
these-
the half moon.
the best ones you can ever have.
We're
Okay.
linked in our
And
Amazon shop.
I also have a granny chain. Okay,
the granny chain.
because they get stuck in your hair if you put them on your head, and if you sit them in your shirt, they're gonna fall off. Okay, I lose them, I sit on them, so I got the granny chain.
I think it's adorable. I want to wear it all the time.
I have them because I can
Sorry.
look down, I can look above and see if I'm watching TV or if I need to look at them or whatever the case
The
is.
thing though is you have contacts.
I do.
Yes, so do I, yeah.
I do have contacts, so I cannot see far away, but now
Same.
I can't see up close. I mean, I am getting older, but I'm not going to get the bifocals.
So-
Like, this is my bifocal.
You know what I wanted to try is they're called Oprah's favorite things. And
Oh,
she
I've
has
heard
her
about
cute
that.
glasses. I actually would consider those. And then I wear contacts, so I've been wanting to get a new pair of frames to just wear instead of contacts, and I will get a chain. I want to buy a chain because I think it's adorable to wear the chain.
I
with
feel
the
like it's
glasses.
stitching, like you're a stitching gangster with your chain.
Your gangster granny chain. I'm so sorry, but
That was really funny.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to kick you. Hi, Sonia.
Hi.
Sonia.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Aw, happy Thanksgiving. This is just making my heart so happy
Yeah.
seeing all of you guys.
Well, it is kind of wonderful because this is kind of a different Thanksgiving for us. Normally we would be sitting and cooking and everything, but we've just been moving our shop and doing stuff, which has been just wonderful.
I can't wear a fake pair of glasses. I am blind. I can't see far away, so I wear contacts. So
All of my kids are blind.
Christine
Yeah.
said, my kids called
I
me
mean,
a
I hate
librarian when I wear my chain.
Oh, Christine.
That's funny. You guys, this Quaker is nothing but counting.
Yeah.
And I think I've messed up.
Oh, no.
Mistakes
yeah, see,
are
there's
made.
no-
What? I don't even know where I am on this.
Yeah.
There we are.
So, if you guys want to know why we're not at the office, it's because we are moving our
Shipping.
So what
we've
we've
added
done, let's
space.
go into detail about that. So we have a plaza that we are in. It's just like a shopping mall. We've been in one space.
It's like a great big U shape.
Yeah, it's like and we're in one space. We've outgrown it. It is busting at the seams, and so happened a space became available across the plaza, which we were hoping to get something right next to us, but it ended up being across the plaza, a few doors down, and we leased it, and we've been moving all of our shipping. So everything that is shipping that's listed in our shop, shipping is going into this new space, and then the old space is going to stay our office with all of our fabric and cutting. So it's kind of like our assembly, what would you say, like the assembly space? And then
Curating.
Yeah, curating.
office and assembling, and then the other space is strictly just shipping, and the ladies are getting a new space, all of our workers, and we've been setting that up. We posted some stuff yesterday, and there's 1 million boxes in there for the sip and stitch, and it's just coming along, and it's just so exciting to have more space. It's been a relief. We had amazing help yesterday from a bunch of teenagers.
Yes.
And I'm excited to grow. It's been a big growing learning curve, and I think it's been amazing. Like I'm just so excited for the new chapter that we're headed into. And so we're just trying to carry more stuff, just
More stuff.
Yep.
More stuff.
And me and Lindsay
You would
actually
die if
were
you-
polling orders the other day, and it reconfirmed that yes, we needed to do this.
we have been on
Oops,
top
sorry.
of each other. Yes. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. Yes, I think I've raised
Yes.
some pretty amazing women.
Yes.
I had.
I like that they call you Miss Nettie.
I,
That's so cute.
I think I had a lot of help from my mom and
Yeah.
their other grandma
Yeah.
and everything that is the reason why they've turned out so well. They're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade them for the world. I love them dearly.
Well, we feel the same way, Mom.
I am so thankful for my girls. I
Yeah.
just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get emotional. I don't know what I'd do without my girls
Yeah.
because I live to be a part of their lives, and
Yes.
so
It's
good.
We don't know we do it without
Yeah.
each other, that's for sure.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
All of us. So I just think, you know, if you are feeling kind of lonely, you can be a part of our family.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's so important to know, you know, I know it's just a camera and we're sitting in front of a screen, but know that we're thinking
Yeah.
of you and we're grateful that you're here,
Yeah.
that you can be a part of our family, and that
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys so much.
And we are missing one daughter.
I miss you, Jessie.
We miss
Love
Jessie.
you.
She always does a great
She's
big
our like
thing-
behind the scenes
Yeah.
girly.
She always does a great big Thanksgiving dinner with for her in-laws, and so
Yeah.
she's up north, and I'm sure we'll be able to talk to her later today and everything. So.
Yeah, we'll have. I think we're gonna try and call her after this. I
Yeah.
think we need to, and just, you know, I love when we can all be together. It's hard because we are in 3 different locations within like 2 hours, 2-3 hours away. And she's amazing, and she helps us so much. She gets a lot of our merch, our shirts, and needle minders, and she's a beast. She is a boss lady.
Yep.
She has got her
She's a
crap
boss.
together.
She's a boss babe.
She has helped us a lot this year, growing and doing things for
One
sure.
day we're gonna pull her away from her amazing job.
I know.
and she's gonna.
She
be
can work for
full-time.
us for full time.
Yeah. and I know that she would love to. She's worked at this other company for quite a few years, but I know that if they was to lose her, they would be devastated.
Yeah.
So
Someone asked about our pink stands. They're linked in the description. If you go down to our Amazon link, you'll click on a link that's Amazon, and then there's a square. Click on it. All the items we use in Amazon are there, including this tray, our light, my hoop. I use the Nerge. So if you're wanting to see something that we use that's from Amazon, it's linked on the Amazon link in our bio. So.
And there's even some things in there that you are going to want to have guaranteed that have not been revealed.
Treat yourself.
Yep.
yeah.
Treat yourself.
So,
And I'm sure there's lots of Amazon deals going on right now. I don't even know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've been
yeah.
looking because I'm like, I just.
Oh, it's like a rabbit hole for me. I get on there and I just it's
like a
I can
dopamine
spend
hit.
an hour and stuff,
Yeah.
and so then I'm just it's terrible.
My welcome to the North Pole is framed with your dad's beautiful frame and up on the wall. I'm so glad, Susan. Will you have something similar this year for a stitch along? Well, I have to say, every year we do like a focal piece for Nashville, and we have one for this year, and we haven't really talked about what our plans are for a piece for it, but it is a larger piece, and it's something we could definitely think about doing. But we have a lot of really amazing things coming out for 2024. And in fact, our 2024 is like, we're already halfway through.
Yeah.
It's booked.
It's booked, it's designed, it's
Which is the first for us.
which is very unusual for
Yeah.
us. Usually we're like very like
behind.
but I think
We've learned so much that I think we're getting it.
Yeah.
man.
and we have some amazing employees that literally they have changed the way we do things, because now we're able to really focus on each of our roles rather than doing things that take us away from take
The
away
creative.
from me from designing and stuff. So I've been able to really focus on design, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I have for my quilters out there, I have something coming in 2024 that you are gonna love. You're not gonna want to miss it. It's going to be amazing, and
Really? What is it?
I can't
You don't
wait.
know.
I've showed you.
Oh, is it the
Yeah,
one? Okay.
It's the one.
Okay.
It's the one.
It is really cute, and I cannot wait till she says, "Here's the fabric."
Here's the-
now, start making it.
I think
because-
we're all gonna try and do it.
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a sew along kind of, I think.
Yes,
And-
it's gonna be a quilt along.
yeah.
It's gonna be very interactive.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun things, quilting
Yeah.
and stitching for
Yep.
2024.
Yes, for sure.
Along with, like we've talked about, we are doing a retreat, or actually there's more than one retreat we're doing next year, but we haven't announced the second one because
So keep
it's not been announced yet. But
So just keep
just
watching.
so you know, you're gonna want to keep tuned because I'm
This summer.
sure there's not a ton of spots. I don't think so. Excited.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be an awesome year. I can't believe 2023 is like over. Like, I'm baffled by it, but I'm also like excited for next year. Just bigger and better and amazing things coming.
Well, I feel like we have all just grown in different ways in 2023.
Oh yeah.
And we've grown just in just what we do here. And I feel like you guys have also been such a big part of that growth.
Yeah.
And we are so grateful for every one of you. You guys are like our family.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I thought it would be fun to kind of talk about Thanksgiving food, traditions, things we like, things we don't like. Emily, would you like to start with your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Not dessert, dish. It can be side dish, it can be main dish.
I'm all about the mashed potatoes and gravy with
I
the
knew
roll.
that's what you were going to say.
Yeah.
She is a potato person.
I don't even need the meat. I like to mix it all though. It's like you get the gravy, the potato, the roll with the stuffing,
The turkey.
with the turkey. Have you seen
Yeah.
that TikTok? Potatoes and baked gravy and beans and mashed potatoes.
seen
Like
that,
it's hilarious, and I'm like, yes, and I am a mixy person. Like I like to have a little bit in the bite of everything.
Yeah, you do.
Where I know some people like to keep it all separate. I'm like, let's mix this and eat it in one bite.
That is so you.
It
Our
is.
favorite like sandwich is the Monte Cristo.
Yeah, I
Is it Crisco?
Cristo.
Cristo.
Monte Cristo on the day after. Get
Yeah.
the turkey with the cranberry and the Swiss cheese on the French toast with the powdered sugar. And it is bomb diggity. I made them the other day with homemade raspberry jam and it was so good. It was so good.
It looked delicious.
It was
It
bomb.
did look very
I was
tasty.
actually really proud of her because this woman doesn't cook.
I don't.
No, she doesn't.
I don't.
So
I made a roast and it turned out.
Very
So,
good.
What are you ready for?
I'll tell you what I like, and I learned this from my mother-in-law, and it's her sweet potatoes. Okay, I love sweet potatoes, and it
Is it the sweet one with the brown sugar?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It does not have marshmallows. I do not like marshmallows. So it's sweet potatoes, and then it has a pecan brown sugar
It's so
mixture
good.
crumble on top, and
That
it
is good.
is delicious.
It's like dessert.
It is, and I love it. It's my favorite side dish. But I am
Yeah.
with you when I think Thanksgiving: the turkey, the potato, the gravy, the roll, and I'm going to eat it all in one bite as well. Like I'm
Yes.
very much that person as well. Like doing.
You're
that.
not the everything can't be touching. You're okay if your food
I
touches.
the salty sticks with
Yes.
the salt. I
I
cannot.
don't want the.
Do not have my gravy and my salt touch the sweet potato, so I got to keep that far away on the plate.
Yeah.
And you know the rolls and another. I just have you guys. Because I love to bake. I love to cook. And another
Excellent.
favorite thing of mine is a must-have at my table is cinnamon honey butter. So
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse makes a cinnamon honey butter, and that's where I found a recipe, and I make it every year. With we have
Yes.
butter too, but
You should post the sweet potato recipe.
I definitely could post that for you.
Katie,
She is an excellent cook.
like,
Oh, you guys are sweet.
no, it's
she
the
really
truth.
is.
Thank you.
Because anytime I'm with her or go to your house, I know I'm going to be fed well.
Oh, I did because they came a couple weeks ago, and I'm just like
it's so good.
I love when they come because I just love I don't know, I feel
It's
like
a
my
grandma.
mom.
It's like mom
just
taught
wanna
us
feed.
that,
I just
and
wanna
also
feed.
Grandma Moore.
Yeah.
Grandma, well, even Grandma Winnie.
Yeah,
it was like
it was all about
it was
food.
all about
It wasn't what we
baking
were
and-
going to do when we got together. Is what we're going to
What
eat.
we're gonna eat.
Yes.
And I
And
just
cook.
love.
And what we're gonna cook.
And something funny that Lindsay said when she was there, I have
what?
a immaculate kitchen most of the time. She goes, Katie,
I've never seen that many.
I've
dishes.
never seen that many dishes in your
Same.
sink.
I never have. I was like, what is
I
wrong?
couldn't believe it.
What is wrong? What is happening here? She's
this
got
was-
dishes in the sink.
Like we were making and doing,
Sewing.
and I just kind of left it a mess. I'm like, I will deal with this later.
Yeah. Yeah.
It comes with age.
Yeah, definitely. But
That's funny.
anyway, that was a rant. Sorry, because I just love it. I could talk about food all day long.
I could too.
So that's like cross stitch. It's my second love.
Lindsay.
So I'm kind of a really picky eater. Not
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
are.
I
Oh,
am.
You are.
I am a very picky eater. And I admitted this on the Instagram. I don't like turkey and I don't like pumpkin pie and I don't like sweet potatoes.
No,
What
she
do
don't-
you like?
And she don't like pumpkin pie either. There's something wrong.
I'm gonna just put it out there.
and I'm sorry
I-
for all of you that don't either.
I just feel like pumpkin pie is baby food in a crust.
It's amazing.
I am sorry. I am sorry. That is my
It's
opinion.
okay.
I made her try a pumpkin dessert I made
It
that
was
weekend
bomb.
too.
I
forced it.
she forced you guys. She forced me to eat the pumpkin dessert.
It was a pumpkin cake and it, was delicious.
so good. It was
Hey,
like
your husband had the same problem. He has the same problem.
He don't
doesn't
like
like pumpkin.
pumpkin
There's
either.
something about the taste of pumpkin that
So I
I have a hard time
The
with.
whole dang pan by myself.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was delicious to people that like pumpkin.
It was. Emily can
It was
tell you
bomb.
that.
It
Because-
was better the second day too.
Yes, it was.
It was- and I didn't get a bite that morning. We left, and I was
I
mad.
know. And I had to eat the whole thing.
She had to eat the whole thing.
I guess it's up to me to eat the whole thing.
It really was. It's like a pumpkin tres leche cake.
It was so good.
Anyway, I'm sorry. See, it comes back to food.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, what's your favorite thing?
Honestly, I don't really know. Honestly,
She don't like turkey.
The ham. If there's a slab of ham, she'll eat the ham.
honestly, it's probably the vegetables. I love the vegetables. Like I
Yeah.
love Brussels sprouts. I love green beans.
If they're
I
cooked
love-
right.
If they're cooked right, I like the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
Exactly.
I'm not a huge meat eater, and so my plate is usually just full of vegetables.
Although when I see your plate, I feel like you do put everything on it. Is it just to be nice?
It's probably to be nice. I don't want to offend anyone. And you know, I have had your sweet potato thing like before. I couldn't have nuts, and it was like it was okay.
I
for
try
me.
to make it more chunky, not baby texture.
Yes.
Because I don't want to eat baby food either.
Yeah. So I'm kind of weird. I'm all about the dessert, honestly. So we'll
Yeah.
talk about that next, Mom.
I don't know. I really don't. I really don't have like a favorite thing. I mean, I love all the stuff, the potatoes, the gravy, the sweet potatoes,
Yeah.
I love everything. What's really weird is growing up, I loved pumpkin pie and I don't mind pumpkin stuff, but I feel like as I've gotten older, it's gotten to where it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, I think it's the texture that's bugs me now. But I mean, I can have like a bite, but I'd rather have one of the cream pies or an apple pie or something like that. That's dessert.
Yeah, so what's your favorite side?
doing separate dessert.
Food, I mean, I love all the, like, I love
the
having
fixins.
the cranberry sauce with the turkey and everything. And the one thing that I'm doing is, so a couple months ago, I found a recipe for a crock pot chicken thing. And so I'm converting it with the turkey. And so it's actually all in the crock pot cooking. But then I bought a small turkey roast that I'm going to air fry and stuff for sandwiches.
Gotta have a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, and so I'm going to air fry a little turkey breast because I'm going to make, oh man, I can't wait. I want to make some of the, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like turkey sliders.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and they
Sounds
sit there
good.
and they get those Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
They put your turkey,
That
and I
sounds
think you can
yummy.
even put stuffing if you want on it, but they put the
Yeah.
cranberry and cheese and everything, and you know how they do the sliders, and so yeah,
That sounds good.
Yum.
I can't wait to do that. So yeah.
Let's talk about pie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat any pie.
Like, what is your go-to? Like, if you only
Pumpkin.
had to pick one for Thanksgiving.
pumpkin. I could
Pumpkin.
eat a whole pumpkin pie myself.
Me too.
That's my dad. I'm my
Me
father's
too.
child.
I make
I
enough.
could eat the whole pie designated for me, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll eat it in the morning.
Same
I'll wake
here.
up and I'll eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, I can't
And
do
it's
that.
got to be real whipping cream.
Yes.
Well,
real
that's,
whipping cream.
that's important.
Yeah, the real whipping
I would
cream.
say that's my favorite for Thanksgiving pie. Yes.
And I hands down would second that, but I will do this as a shout out. I make pecan pie, and my
I'm not
dad,
It is bomb.
my
diggity.
dad says I make the best one. He
Yeah,
tried
me-
to do it and take it to his mom and dad's house, and he's like, he couldn't do it, so I made an extra.
I don't know why. I
and let him
cannot
send
get
it.
down on the pecan pie.
So it's
ever.
it's not my favorite, but my husband, that's his go-to pie.
Yes.
And so I
It's
always
very
have a
good.
slice. I gotta have a slice every year because
I like it hot.
I do too.
I like it hot.
I like it warmed up just a little.
right after it's
well,
kind of
it-
set a little
Yeah,
bit.
I just need it warmed up and then put like either a dollop of cream or a dollop of ice cream on it. And you do make very good pecan pie.
Yes,
Yeah.
she does.
I don't make homemade crust. My dad does, and he's really good
very
at
good
it.
the crust.
So if he is with me when I make pies, I make him make the crust.
That's if the crust doesn't end up in the garbage can.
Yes. But I actually, if you guys want to know his crust recipe, I will tell you. It's Alton Brown. He's on the cooking show. He kind of does the science of how you make
Oh,
food.
yeah.
And he has a crust recipe. You do it in a blender, and it turns out perfect every time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a crust I just don't do good at crust, so
Yeah.
I either buy it.
There
or
is an art to making pie crust.
Yeah.
My
Someone
mom- my
again
mom
asked
made
about
the
our
best pie
stands.
crust.
I'm so happy you guys like our stands. They're in our Amazon shop.
And they're magnetic, so they hold our
All
needle
our
minders.
needle minders. I put stickers on them. I travel with it. Holds our pattern. So if you click on the Amazon link in our bio, click on the little square with all the products in it. The link for everything we use off Amazon.
And
is
they
there.
fold up flat, so they're great
Yeah,
to take
here.
with you.
Let me show you. Actually, let me take my pattern off and whoops. So like here's my stand right here, and it has this little hook back here, and I just
It's a
lay
book
it.
stand.
Yeah, it's a book stand, and I lay it down flat,
We saw this at the retreat.
so it travels really nicely. I love it.
Yeah.
I use it for everything. I even bought my son that plays the piano. We needed more space for all of his music, like when he plays big, huge songs. And I bought him to put on the ends too, to hold it.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a multi-purpose thing.
Yeah.
You could put in the kitchen, hold up your recipe while you're baking and making.
Bacon and making.
Bacon and making.
Baking and making.
Potatoes and beans and gravy. Let's eat pie. What's your pie?
I will always go for a cream pie over
All the pies.
for Thanksgiving. It is the cream pie is where it's at for me. Coconut cream is usually what I would like, but I do love a good apple pie with ice cream.
I do love. I was gonna say
Or
apple.
fresh whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
I do love apple
Me
pie.
too.
That's my second.
Hands down. And I have to say, I mean, if you don't make pies, I just had a Costco apple pie. You guys, that was delicious. We
You
had
know,
one of those. It was pretty good.
Costco does make good pies and stuff. Like their meat pie, their chicken pot pie is like
That's
huge.
Yeah, it is
And,
delicious. I've had
I
that
mean,
too.
they're a little pricey, but they're huge and they're very.
Do they sell it by the pound? Is that what they do?
I don't know what they do, but
I
oh
think
my
they
gosh.
actually
They're
do.
massive.
They're massive if you have a big family, but me and John will buy one and I'll cook it, we'll eat a quarter of it, and then I'll quarter it all up and put it in the freezer, and it is so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mom, you kind of said your pie, didn't
Yeah.
you? What was
Yeah.
it?
I like the tradition, just an apple pie, or a cream pie, and it don't really matter what cream pie. I do have to say though, Grandma Moore, she makes, or she used to make, I don't think she cooks anymore, but she used to make a cream cheese pumpkin pie.
Ooh.
And it was always very good.
That sounds good.
It was always very good.
Well, let's talk about the order in which you need to eat your pies, because there is a specific order if you have more than one pie on your plate.
Yeah, and it might be why you don't like pumpkin, because you got to eat that in order.
You got to eat it in order. Like, you can't have a lemon pie and then
Not chocolate.
eat a chocolate pie.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
going to work.
I don't know.
I mean,
what-
no, you have to eat the sour and then go to the sweet, don't you?
Well,
I don't
Is
know.
that your order?
Okay,
That is
well,
my order.
is, I will tell you, if I were to eat the pecan pie first and then pumpkin, that pumpkin is something's gonna taste off. You're gonna be
Yes.
like, did I put sugar in this pie?
Yes.
You gotta
Okay.
eat pumpkin first.
And then
Always.
also, wait a minute.
Always.
And I'm sorry, but you cannot have pie without coffee.
I,
Well,
You
I
have to have
I don't
that's
need.
a no for me.
Yeah, same,
Well,
same
that's
here.
because you guys put that junk in your coffee.
Well, I just
If you
The
just
fact of
have,
the matter.
if you just have your regular coffee, even if you just put regular cream in it, not your
Yes.
not your flavorful cream that.
I'm not a
everybody
coffee and dessert person. Though.
Oh.
I'm not. I just am
Me
not.
either.
But that is the best thing is to
My
have
coffee is my dessert.
coffee and dessert.
that's how I feel, because me and Emmy, ours are really sweet.
I don't like coffee.
I mean,
I'm so sorry. I'm so
we-
picky. I'm so
we
picky, you
set
guys.
our coffee machine up to go off at 6:30 every morning, and as soon as I smell it, it's like I'm awake and I'm up and I have to go have my coffee.
Yeah.
And Sean's always like, "Are you never gonna sleep in?" And I said,
I go to
then
bed
Set the, I'm like, "Well,
dreaming
then
about
set
it."
the coffee to go off at the time you want me to get up, because as soon as I smell that coffee, I have to get up."
Yeah.
See, and I dream about. I'm like, I can't
I-
wait to go to
I
bed
go
to
to-
wake up to have
same.
coffee.
I
know,
go to
that's how I
bed
am. I
dreaming
love
about
my
the
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like an addiction.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
We've been sitting and stitching Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and it's almost been an hour.
Wow, really?
Yeah. We usually cut them off about an hour. Any honorable mentions here?
Well, I want to talk about like my favorite memories associated with Thanksgiving. So I was always in her back pocket. We would wake up. I would wake up when she woke up, and I would just be cooking with Mom all day, and it didn't matter. Like, I just wanted to be cooking, and I just remember. I mean, it even started the day before. Like, we would start making the pies the day before, and Mom made everything from scratch. Everything, even the stuffing.
Yeah, I do everything. Yeah.
And so I actually learned a lot of how to cook, like through things like that. We had a bar, and I would just sit on the stool, and she would hand me stuff to either chop or. And
I
that's how-
remember one day, was it you that cut your hand doing potatoes?
I did cut my finger cutting a potato. That was very painful. It makes me cringe thinking about it.
Me too.
Every time I cut potatoes now, I think of that when I cut my finger cutting a potato.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed just the process of cooking the Thanksgiving dinner, even though I didn't love eating some of the things. I think just the love of cooking and spending time.
And I think it's, I don't know what it is I love cooking for my family, or I used to.
I've gotten that point too. I don't like cooking anymore.
Well, because when you reach a certain age and they all know how to cook, you should be the one that just gets invited to dinner, right, guys? I think that's how it should be. But I mean, there was many times I made huge dinners and everything, and I remember not only Thanksgiving, but just anything from the time Lindsay could crawl up and get onto a stool. She was always there. wanting to unwrap the bouillon cubes or whatever needed to be done. I'd let her do and stuff.
That's how my Avery is with me.
Yes,
and
I love cooking with Avery.
I've been teaching her, and it just reminds me of like how I just
they just and then the thing, Lindsay, was always, when cable TV came out and everything, they had the cooking shows.
Food Network.
The Food Network.
That's all I watched.
My gosh, that's all she. Well, no, that's not all she ever watched.
Don't. You guys are gonna die. You should tell this funny fact.
We had to put a TV in a separate room because none of us
coming
none
your
of
way
us wanted
right
to
now.
watch
Why
this.
does this always come
What
up?
was it?
It does not come up. This is the first time they're hearing
What
this.
are you talking about?
This is the first time they're
it
hearing
always
this.
comes up when we talk about something
I don't-
weird that I did.
Yeah.
What
Well,
you guys are talking
this
about.
is the WWA
Oh, the
wrestling.
WWE.
Whatever
Or
it
E
is.
or F, E, F,
Can
G.
you guess? I think maybe
Oh
your
my
love for
gosh.
cooking came from The Rock.
It was like it was like
She could smell
What
what
the
The
Rock
Rock was cooking.
I don't
we
watch
did.
that anymore.
We had to put a TV in a separate room and then ban her from the regular TV because
I did it with her. We'd sit on the bar stools.
Right in front of the TV.
Right in front of the tiny
kitchen.
TV in the
And we would
kitchen.
be like watching. It was like the TV was literally
The size of this
Yes.
stand.
it really was. Oh
That's
man.
funny. I was like, what are you
hilarious.
guys talking about? But yes, we used to watch WWE in the kitchen.
Monday
I
nights.
didn't. I didn't watch, but I knew she was a lover of it, and I was like, "Why do you watch?"
And it
this?
was when The Rock
yeah.
was in wrestling.
So it was Food Network or the wrestling.
yeah.
It was one or the other. And it was like, okay,
It's,
give it up.
I think it's one of those things as a kid, it was like fascinating to
Yeah.
watch.
It was fascinating. I mean, I was probably like 10 years old.
Yeah, it was in the
That's
Springville
hilarious.
house, so I was way little. Because
Yeah.
we moved out of the Springville house when I was 10, like 9, 10.
Yeah.
And then when cooking show, that's the Heber house, like, we watched the cooking channel constantly. Like, that's all we watched. We were talking about that at work.
Emerald Lagasse.
I
Emerald
told
Lagasse. Bam!
I
was
saw
like,
a TikTok
we
of
were
him
the
the other day, and I
Emerald-
was like, "There's an Emerald. I'm just watching his show."
We loved Emerald Lagasse. We loved watching the cooking, like how it's made. Like we
Yes.
watched everything on the cooking channel. And then Martha Stewart, we love. Me and
I
Lindsay-
love me some Martha Stewart, you guys.
I know. I love Martha Stewart. Like Lindsay, we always watched Martha Stewart. Like I remember watching that all the time.
Yeah.
See, and the only one I liked to watch was the science
Rachel
guy.
Ray.
Well, that's what Alton Brown.
Good
That's
eats.
The
Good
Good
Eats.
Eats.
Yeah, Good Eats.
I
Because he
love
That's
got
what the show was
down to
called.
the science of
Yes.
cooking, and it was so fascinating.
Yeah, I did
And
like that one.
I love learning.
Yes.
Like it is. I just love anything that I can learn. Like I just soak it right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
So if you guys are subscribed to our newsletter, we did put one out today. Katie and Lindsay kind of know more of what you put in there. I haven't even looked at it.
So we announced the Sip and Stitch will be released on Sunday,
set your
6
timer.
p.m. Mountain Time. So set your alarm clock. And also for any of our international customers, I know you've been waiting for it, but we released PDF patterns. We got I Love Fall Most of All, Autumn Quilt, Christmas Quaker. What else did we do?
I love fall most of all.
Yep, Autumn Quilt,
Christmas
Christmas
Quaker.
Quaker. Is that
Christmas
it?
trees and stitching.
Oh, Christmas
please.
trees and
Like our
stitching,
shirt.
please. Yeah. So that's all PDF. And then also, if you're following me, we are the Religious Christmas Trio. You're stitching. It's the Peace on Earth. And we did it as 5 weeks, so if you needed to catch up anything, and I'm going to try to finish mine so I can show you if you want to finish yours, because I wanted to have mine done for Christmas. And then we have an amazing giveaway. Welcome to the North Pole.
on our Instagram.
On our Instagram, and I'm sorry I don't have the details in front of me, so be sure to read that post. There, you do have to post a picture on Instagram. It can be a progress. You can be. It's your welcome to the North Pole. You do not have to be finished with it, even if you just started it. Enter it. You can win our dad's frame, and there is a hashtag you have to use. I am only looking at that hashtag
And there's not very many entries.
to pick
so.
the winner, because you guys, Instagram changed their algorithm for me to look at posts. So if for some reason I didn't like a post or do something, it's just because the algorithm has been changed, and so it's hard to catch now all the new posts. But that's why we did a hashtag for the giveaway, so we can see all of them.
Yeah.
So be sure to use that hashtag. And if you don't know how to post on Instagram, it's easy. You just hit the plus button, do a picture, hit the pound sign, write out that hashtag, and it's done. It's really easy. You can ask. I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video how to do it too if you're not sure.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to see people keep asking about the pink stand. It's only $8.99.
Yeah, they're cheap, and they have other colors.
They have other colors.
Yeah,
it's linked in the description under our Amazon shop.
Well, tell them how they bring it up. You have to click on the picture.
Yeah, so you'll get to our Amazon shop, and it looks like there's only one item.
But click it.
But click it because it says in the highlight, it says 18 items. Click on that picture, and all of our items we shop for are there, and the pink stand is there. I posted today actually my bog bag, which I came over to Lindsay's with.
Perfect bag to
So
have.
it's a bog bag. It
Love
stays square. It's heavy duty. It's I love it. It's my traveling stitching bag.
They have different sizes of those. I have a huge one that I take to the beach.
That's linked. Our lights are linked. Our hoop, stuff like that is linked.
Well, her square hoop.
Yeah, I use the Nourish hoop.
And then we
sell the tension ones. More
The
of this
small.
size is on the way. They're sold out, but I have more on the way. And we're gonna do our giveaways, which I don't have the giveaways from last week. We'll announce them next Floss Tube. But we're gonna give away, and I wrote it down. So the PDF, we're gonna do 3 giveaways for the new charts to international
only for PDF. So
international only PDF. So in the comments after this video, comment that you're international and you want to win the PDFs. We're gonna do 3 paper to US
the new
only,
releases.
and then I'm gonna give away. I found it while we were moving. It's a sip and stitch.
The
Honeybee Quaker, our first one of the year. It's the last one. So if you want to win this in the US, it's one. I thought, let's just give it away. It's already boxed up and ready to go. And
That's perfect.
we've been moving the shop around, so I found it laying around, and it's the last.
I can't wait to see the other things we find.
I know.
And honestly, so if you want to win that, comment, honeybee or something.
I want to just address this really quick. Kimmy is wondering about the stitch along for the religious trio.
Yeah.
You can on our Instagram and our newsletter is where I post that. We don't really do a live thing. It's just we kind of did a schedule. You following every week, and then we did hashtags so you can follow other people's progress. You can talk amongst yourselves through comments.
How do you access the link below? So when you're in YouTube, I don't know. Let me look. You go down here, and it says Etsy shop. You click more, and everything will pull up that's linked.
If you're on your phone, you don't see that though, do you?
I don't know.
Or wait, because our phone's sideways. So if you're looking at your phone vertically,
yeah,
you'll see a little blue link.
It says
or
200
more.
right here. It says 218 watching Etsy shop, and then there's a ... more. Click the more, and everything is linked.
Yeah, you'll see our Instagrams. You'll see all our shop
Etsy
stuff.
shop, our Amazon storefront. Be sure to just check those out. Set your timer for the sip and stitch that's dropping on Sunday. I think that's it. It's been about an hour, so I think we should hop off, and we're gonna head to work and do some quilting on the long arm and organizing.
I'm gonna go home and smell the delicious stuff cooking in the crock pot. Watch a little football.
Nice.
Do a lot of cross stitch. I'm gonna put the heating pad on my back and get my comfy clothes on and just stitch.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, we're headed to I told them today, let's focus on the office. We're going to get it organized. So we're just going to go hang out. We have a bunch of stuff we're going to throw on the long arm. We've been sewing. We got a new sewing machine.
Yeah.
It's been fun to sew together. I think that's kind of been our new little... I love the stitching together, and we just love the quilting.
Yes.
Is there a free Pattern Friday bundle tomorrow? I mean, technically we could, but
Um,
I don't know
it'll
what the
probably be
plan
next-
is.
It'll probably be next week that we post the kit for the
Yeah.
Free Pattern Friday
I
for
already-
December.
And I already have that made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done. It's ready.
I'm thinking I have everything made and done for the year,
Yeah,
except
it
for
is. Yeah.
I think the beginning of the year. But yeah.
Yeah.
So just want to end with we hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, that you can spend some time with your families, or if you are feeling a little bit lonely, we're glad you could have spent a little bit of time with us stitching. We appreciate all of you guys. We love you all. You guys are like our family.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Happy stitching, quilting.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day.
You guys
Love you
All right.
guys.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.